All right, we've worked on walking steps and hopping steps quite extensively, but we're going to review it a little bit just so you get your rhythm again. And then we're going to go into power walking steps and power hopping steps, because those are obviously a little more powerful and they give you changes of directions that are a lot sharper. And again, when they're sharp and accurate, you gain time. It's a game of, trying to earn time and taking it away from your opponent so that you can put them away and take space away from them so that you can hit a winner. So a regular walking step looks like this. You go in, you put this foot forward, you strike, and then, you take a normal stride. Let's say you move back in this case because we have to come back here. But, the walking step is a shot that's penetrating, so you want to move in. It's something that makes you go to the ball. Okay, so I'm going to show it again. You're going to go 1 and 2. A lot of people actually think that the walking step and the open stance are one and the same, and they're not. The open stance is actually to the side. If you noticed, I'm not actually crossing that line. My leg is going along the line. On the walking step, I'm crossing the line, okay? The walking step is penetrating. The open stance is actually a little more lateral, okay? So what I'm going to have you do is just, warm up your walking step, okay? I'm going to hand feed you the ball, all right? And, you're going to just strike and then hit it on both sides, all right? You ready? Go. Okay, that's it. Perfect. Then you go back. Let's try on the backhand side. See, that's a close stance, okay? I want you to try to do a walking step as well, where you're going to put your left foot in front and then strike, okay? Let's try that again. That's it, okay? Just try to move a little closer, because again, you paused a lot further away from the ball. You have the tendency to kind of make your adjustment steps too early, okay? So go. That's a close stance. Okay, I want a walking step. So you're going to move in. That's it. Very good. You pause. Okay, pause. That's it. Very good. Again, you're going to pause. Now, if you put the foot down right away, it becomes a close stance. Okay, pause. That's it. Excellent. We go, pause. That's it. You have to understand that when you play tennis, a lot of the times when you close your stance, okay, it becomes neutral, let's say, your body position says a lot about where you're going. You're a golfer, right? And I know that you're an excellent golfer. So think of it as what it translates into in golf, okay? So if this is the ball that you have to strike and you golf, right? And I have you, let's say you're going to aim the ball towards the camera over there. What would your feet position be like? There you go. Your feet position would be like this. See, I would draw a line between both your toes, and it would go straight to the camera. Now, if I had you play to the other side of the court, your feet position would be exactly the opposite, okay? The same thing happens in tennis. A lot of times, because we're flexible, we have the ability to kind of do whatever we want and still manage to get the ball over there. But if you want to optimize your footwork and the choices you make, your feet have to be perfectly aligned with the direction that you're trying to go to. So, what happens when you do a close stance, or neutral stance, some people call it, okay, you may be like this, but you notice my shoulders are already aligned. So I kind of know where you can go and when you can go, just because your body is already in position. So if your close stance looks like this, I can already rule out that side of the court, okay, because your legs are aligned for that shot, okay. Most rec players won't notice that. Good players kind of have a sense for it and what the options that you have are, okay. So when you do a walking step, you hide that altogether because I can't see what you're doing, okay? It looks like this. You see what I mean? You could go this way if you want to, because your last step can change direction and go that way, or you can just go this way if you want to, okay? So it's a very good shot to have because it disguises everything that you're trying to do, okay? So show me a walking step, okay? That's it. Very good. Again, you move in. That's it. Remember to try to cross the the blue plane, okay? That's it. Excellent. Again, come on. That's it. Excellent. Try to go down the line. Okay? There you go. Last second, you change your mind. Boom. I can't read it because you're not giving me any hints as far as your body position is concerned. It's the same on both sides, okay? So let's do a hopping step, which you're probably quite good at as well. Okay, hopping step, if you remember, you stay on the same foot and you hop on the same foot. Okay, let's go on the forehand side. Excellent. Okay, let's go on the backhand side. Excellent. Beautiful. Go on the forehand side. Excellent. Again, you go on the backhand side. Beautiful, okay? Let's try the pivot, okay? And the pivot, if you remember, that's when you're really out of reach and you have to try to hit a really balanced shot and yet still try to come back. So you're going to go here, you're going to go this way and come back because you want to cover that side. Same thing on this side, you're going to go here, you're going to go this way and then come back, okay? This is as fast as you can move in a lateral way, okay? So let's try that. You ready? Okay, go. That's it, very good. Again, there. That's it, very good. Again, there. That's it, very good. Again, there. Excellent, okay? That's beautiful. If you notice on those shots, they're actually very well designed. That pivot step is very well designed for short cross-court angles, okay? People watch Nadal play and they're always wowed by his ability to find those angles. He's extremely good and extremely strong on the pivot. So you'll see him go like this and he will find a sick angle to that side, okay? Because it's designed for that. You have to be quite strong because as you go, the tendency is to tilt, okay? Guys like Nadal are so strong in the upper body that they can actually be in this position and keep their upper body really straight and steady and strong to keep their posture balanced to hit that shot, okay? So now that you move in a very multi-dimensional way, you're ready to make it a little sharper, a little faster, okay? Because the changes of direction in tennis have to be very accurate. So now we're going to do the power walking step and the power hopping step, okay? I had you do this one in a very linear way, okay? Where you just went forward and did this, okay? Let's say now I move you way out, okay? But your intention is to go to the net, okay? Because it's always about what are you trying to do with that ball. So if I move the ball really far out there, okay? If you do a normal walking step, your body momentum is going to keep on bringing you out, okay? So you need to do a power walking step where you actually put your foot a little more forward here. You notice my leg is back, right? So that my weight does not go over my knee. If you go over my knee, I'm going to tilt forward, okay? So as you do this, you're going to be slightly back, okay? So that when you hit, you can change direction, okay? So it's a little more powerful and there is a change of balance, okay? That's it, all right? Let's try that, okay? So you're going to go out that way. There you go, so that you can come forward, all right? So what I'm going to have you do actually so that it makes more sense, after you hit your shot, okay, you're actually going to come forward and touch this line, okay? Because again, it's where are you trying to go, okay? It's always intentions that drive your execution, okay? All right, so let's go there. There you go. Then you come in. You see what I mean? That to me, in a real life situation, makes plenty of sense because you know exactly where you're going. You're not just getting to that ball, hitting, oh, I'm going to go in. No, you're going there, I'm going in, no matter what this guy does, okay? Looks beautiful, very powerful, okay? Come on. That's it. Excellent. Very good. Okay, we're going to try that off the backhand side, okay? Same thing. Remember, that's right. You're slightly too forward there, okay? On that shot, you looked kind of like this, okay? It's more like this, slightly back, okay? And then, boom, you go in. All right? You ready? Go. Come on. All right. See? The fact that you were a little more forward took you out, okay? So you have to be a little more in. There you go. You're still too far from the ball. I want you a little closer to the ball. Okay, you tend to do your adjustment step too far on the backhand side. Okay, there it is. Perfect. Again, come on. Beautiful. Great stance there. Okay, all right. Take your time. Okay, don't feel like you have to rush the minute you see the ball. Take a second to measure your shot. Okay, have more time than you think. There it is. Very good. And then come to the middle because again, where are you going with that shot? See what I mean? Always intention, you know, before execution, okay? What's your intention is to go in. There you go. Very good, okay? Your intention is to go in. So everything about you reflects that. Perfect, okay? That's exactly it. Same thing on the power hopping step. The power hopping step is sometimes mistaken, you know, and not used that much because people think that because you're locking your hips, it has to be, you know, linear. It doesn't have to be. You just have to make sure that as you hit it, okay, that your weight is shifting towards the direction that you're trying to go to, okay? It's also a little bit more back, but it's also you have to control exactly where you're going next. Okay, so if I'm going to go this way, I have to make sure my body weight is going that way. Okay, so it's all balance control, really. Okay, you ready? Okay, go. Come on. That's it. Very good. Okay, so let's say you're trying to go to that direction. So you don't hit me with the ball. I know you're accurate. Okay, so make sure that you go straight to that side. Okay, let's go. Come on. That's it. Very good. See, that's a winner right there. If we notice the way that your legs were aligned, to go back to the golfing analogy, okay, which was perfect, you didn't see it, but I saw it. Okay, what you did is you came here, you were going that way, right? So right before you hit, your legs aligned themselves with that target right away, and your hop had your legs aligned with that target. You didn't have your legs this way and went across your body. Okay, so it happened naturally to you, but most players don't have that. Okay, most players, it's kind of all over the place. The body kind of locks itself. Okay, so let's try that again. All right, you're going to go in. See, perfect alignment of the hips, perfect shot. Okay, again, come on. Perfect alignment of the hips, perfect shot. Let's try on the backhand side with a power hopping step. So same thing. You got to make sure, okay, that your legs are perfectly aligned to where you want to go. Okay, come on. All right. Okay, pretty good. Again, come on. You're still a little far on the backhand side. That's something you have to work on. Okay, there it is. Okay, and keep your upper body a little more up straight. Okay, you went down like this a little bit. Okay, posture adjustments that you have to make. Okay, come on. All right, there it is. Very good. A little more, a little looser. Okay, that's the one. Okay, you have to be very loose and trust your shots. Okay, a lot of times we get there and then we freeze. Okay, let it go. Just loose. Okay, believe in that shot. You trust it. There it is. Okay, done. Excellent. Okay, so there is one shot that I really want you to avoid, and I know because I play you often, I know for a fact that you use it quite a bit. Okay, not so much now, but you used to use it a lot, which is the hip lock. Okay, when you stretched out to the side, a lot of people actually go here and they lock their hips. Okay, you can't pivot. Good players manage to come up with great shots because they're strong. You know, the arm is strong enough and they have enough directional control to be able to hit it. Actually, physically, you can hurt yourself. Okay, it's a matter of fact, you have players like, you know, Guga, all right, who actually had hip surgery. Okay, those are professional players that became #1 in the world, you know, and he had hip surgery. People wonder why. Well, you know, if you watch Guga play, you see a lot of hip lock. Okay, a lot of them. And he was flexible enough, but eventually he had to pay the price. So it works for everybody at every level. You have to make sure that you never lock your hips. Never. Okay? Unless, you know, just don't make it a habit, basically. So I want you to try to do what a hip lock looks like. So you're going to go here, you're going to try a hip lock, and tell me what your options are. Okay? If you can play cross court, or if you feel like you can't. Okay? That's it. All right? I'm going to feed you the ball, you're going to do a hip lock. Okay, all right, come on. All right, see, but that's not a hip lock. Yeah, you saw what happened there. You went like this, but then you went like that. Okay, a real hip lock, you would just go like this. Okay, all right, try a real hip lock. Okay, come on. Okay, all right, you still managed because you're good, but you weren't able to find the sharpest angle there is there. Okay, let's try that again. I'm going to stand there so I'm not in your way. Okay, come on. Okay, see again, that ball went straight to the middle. Okay, now allow yourself to pivot. Okay, that's right. And see what happens. Okay, all right, and try to bend. There what happened is you tilted. You remember what I said is you don't want to have your upper body go over your knee, okay, on a pivot. There you went like this. You see your upper body was over your knee, okay, and then when you pivot, it still has a little bit of downward motion, okay. Make sure that your upper body is behind your knee, okay, so that when you're here, okay, you control everything that you do. On the backhand side, your posture has to be adjusted. You have the tendency to be tilted, okay? All right, you ready? Come on, right there. There it is, okay? A little more outside the ball, okay? Come on. That's it. See that? You hit outside the ball, it sharpens your angle over there. There you go. That's it. Perfect. Give me a shorter angle. Again, remember your intention, okay, drives your execution. So if your intention is to find a short angle, where should your ball land? Where should it land on the other side if it's a short angle? Exactly. Well, on those two shots, what you noticed is you went for a short angle, but you went deep. Okay? If you want a real short angle, it's got to go inside the service box. Okay? So your intention, again, has to be reflected, okay, in what happens over there. Okay? Go ahead. All right? See, that passes the line again. Okay? So, there you go. Okay? Now you start to hit it. Okay? So find the service box. Okay? If you want a short angle, it's the service box. All right? A little more outside. Okay? Come on, a little more outside the ball. There you go. Okay? Even sharper than that. A little more outside the ball. Okay? Perfect. All right? You saw that sharp angle there. Now think in terms of geometry. Okay? Because the game is always about geometry. Okay? If you want that ball to dip as close to the net as possible, where should the peak of your ball be? It has to be on your side. It has to be on your side. So think of it as a curve. The peak of your ball should actually happen halfway between, you and where you want your ball to go. Okay? So give me a peak that reflects how short you want that ball to be. So the closer you want it to the net, the closer the peak of that ball has to be to you. Okay? Come on. There it is. Okay? Very good. All right? Come on. That's it. You see that? Okay? But now you're aiming. Now you're measuring your shot. As in before, you were hitting instinctively. Okay? So that's what happens when you're not paying attention is, okay, I want a short angle. Bam! And then you don't think about the geometry behind it. Okay? On that shot, if you shorten, your shot, your ball lands exactly where it has to be. Okay? So let's try that again. Okay? That's it. Okay? Even shorter than that and a little more towards the line. Okay? That's it. There it is. Okay? Done.